Today we're shooting the bull with Bishop Morgan, the state overseer of Texas. Are you ready to shoot some bullets?
I'm ready.
Targets?
Yes.
Blow some stuff up?
Let's see what we can do.
I like it. I like it.
Good.
First challenge is called rapid questions.
All right,
so how it's gonna work. Basically, it's just gonna shoot out of clay. If you hit it, you get to ask me a question.
All right.
If you miss it, I get to ask you a question.
All right.
But it's gonna be fast paced and quick.
All right.
So it's gonna be shoot, hit, ask. Are you ready for the first challenge?
I'm ready. I'm shooting first, right?
You're gonna shoot first.
All righty.
All right. It should be on safety.
All right. All right, pull. How long have you been in the ministry?
I've been in the ministry about 15 years. 15 years.
Pull. When did you meet your wife?
I've been married for about 16 years. Met her about in college 18 years ago.
Okay. What's something funny that's happened in your ministry?
Funny that's happened in my ministry with David. I had a time when I was teaching a student how to preach.
Yeah.
And he went to preach. And he was preaching to a bunch of like 6-year-olds, and I told him, know your audience, know who you're preaching to, man. And he was like, I got this, Pastor Chris. And he starts out the sermon by saying, everybody say death. And I'm like, what? And then he starts preaching, and then he's like, everybody say cry. And all the kids are like, death, cry. So it was a pretty fun experience to see one of my students kind of bomb his first time out.
I got all three. Let's see you top that.
3 up, 3 down. I don't think I'm going to do much better. I'm going to look bad on this one. All right, pull. How long have you been in ministry?
I started preaching when I was a 15-year-old boy. I preached my first sermon as a kid on a Wednesday night. So I've been in ministry now for over 40 years.
Wow, I got a long way to go. All right, pull.
Uh-oh. What's your favorite thing about lead ministry?
I love the lead ministry. Every year's different. Every year you get new students in. 1 year students can be really strong at the word. It's a ride, man.
Yeah.
Every day is different. It's a journey.
Yeah.
And I love it. All right, pull.
It helps to have a cartridge in the weapon.
So is that considered a miss?
I don't know if it's a miss or a whiff. What's the biggest? what's the biggest whiff you've done in ministry?
Biggest whiff I've ever done. I was in charge of a drive-through prayer coffee, and I was young in the ministry. I totally forgot cups for a coffee. For coffee drive-up prayer. And so the day of, we got a long line. We got and my wife, who was not my wife at the time, was on the team. She said, hey Chris, where's the coffee cups? And I was like, there.
At the store.
Yeah, I whiffed. And it was kind of a big letdown, and I had to apologize and be like, man, I'm so sorry. We ran a little late, got the cups though, but I will never let down the coffee drive-up prayer. Didn't have cups at all, didn't even think about it. So
all right, pull it. Where do your students stay here at Lead?
They stay at the dorm right up here. We got a beautiful dormitory. They sleep here. It's 9 months that that they stay here at the dorm. Well, you missed.
What's the average day like for a Lead student?
They wake up. We have a dedicated hour of prayer every day. They go do a ministry that we partner with. Then they also go to a church after lunch that we partner with. They do ministry hands-on every day. They study their MIP and CAMs, because after 9 months they can test for their CAMs or MIP to get exhorted or credentialed. Every day is packed. We give them 1 day off a week to rest and relax, but every day they're doing ministry.
All right, pull.
That you just can just whoop me.
It's a blind hog and an acre, and I haven't shot a gun in years.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Well, how about this? We move on to the next challenge. Okay?
All right.
All right. Sounds good. Let's move on.
All right.
All right. Second challenge. Now, this one's a little different. At 100 yards, we have bottles full of tannerite.
All right.
Now, 3 bottles. 2 bottles are explosive topics, and they're going to be blue. If you shoot an explosive topic, you got to answer a question that's an explosive topic.
All right.
Okay? Now, the 3rd bottle is filled with red tannerite. You shoot that one, you automatically win a date night with your wife, courtesy of Lee, Texas.
All right.
Okay? So you got 3 bottles. You're either going to talk about 2 explosive topics, or you're going to talk about 1 explosive topic, and you win a date night.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Ready.
All right. Let's shoot the bull. Here we go. You shot the first explosive topic. So, explosive topic number 1. And the coronavirus has hit the United States now. It's everything's blowing up. It's going crazy. From your standpoint, what do we do? How do we handle it? What's going on?
Well, first, we have a great group of leaders at our headquarters who've been on top of it from the get-go, and they are communicating with us continually about the ongoing developments. We are in Texas following the lead of so many others of our general overseer, and I've encouraged, I've sent emails, I've done some posts, some videos,
Yeah, you have.
urging pastors for at least the next couple of weeks to forego services, meeting together, to employ any social means by social media, mail, phone, whatever, to stay in touch with people, to minister to them, to be sure that we do not spread this. Wow. So we went through it. And Martin Luther's statement was, we're going to die at our posts as pastors. We're going to stay here and minister to people, but we're not going to be foolish.
Yeah.
We're going to fumigate homes. We're not going to go and foolishly put ourselves in harm's way and then spread it to others, because he viewed that as being tantamount to murder. So he felt like he would lay down his own life for the sake of the gospel, and if that's what God called him to do, he was ready to do it. Yeah. But he was also not so presumptuous on God that he was going to tempt God and throw himself in harm's way needlessly. So I'm telling the church all across Texas, and the Church of God in particular, the Lord's with us. We'll hang together, stay together, be faithful to him. He will see us through this, and we'll come out on the other end with his blessing. Yeah,
and if you haven't got those emails or letters, man, you are doing a very good job of keeping everybody in the Church of God Texas very updated. Like you even went, you basically went in front of the Church of God pastoral staff and said, we need to get on top of this now, and we need to do this now.
Right.
And then a couple of days later, the governor came out. So you were a step ahead of the governor. Explosive topic number 1.
All right.
You got a date night out there, or you got another explosive topic out there. Which one you gonna hit? Let's see what's up. Oh, okay, that was a little high, I think. A little high. Bolt you one back in.
There's something red on it. On the bomb.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Did it not blow?
There's a red dot on it.
Yeah, you shot it.
Second red dot on it.
You're shooting it. Keep shooting it. You're shooting it. You just got to find that tannerite in there. You're shooting it, though. Boom! So you won a date night on Lead, Texas. Congratulations.
All right.
The coronavirus is a big deal. So if you just would like to stay on that explosive topic just for a few seconds and just share from your heart about the Church of God and the coronavirus, what do you got to say to us?
Well, here's what I would say. Did you know when Jesus, in John 6, when Jesus fed the thousands, in John's accounting of that, he told the disciples to make the people sit down in groups. We read in the Bible groups of 50. Actually, in the Greek term, that's really talking about in garden plots. The Lord looked out and he saw all those people not as weeds, not as problems, but as flowers in his garden. And he had them to a place where they had a need nobody could meet, nobody could touch. And Jesus then said to Philip, hey, Philip, what are we going to do? And Philip, of all people, Philip, why Philip? It might have been his closest one to him, I don't know. But I think it's because in John 1, he told Philip and Nathanael, his brother, you're going to see bigger things than me telling you something you didn't know. He said, hey, Philip, how are we going to feed these? And Philip said, if you use 200 denarii worth of bread, they couldn't even each get a bite. Why 200? A denarii was a daily wage earner's salary in those times. So Philip basically said, that's about 8 months of a work that wouldn't begin to feed them. Why 200? And it dawned on me, when you look in the scripture, the number 200 is always associated with man's inability, with coming up short. You look to him, he's the provider. You get in your right place, and he'll get to you what you need, the provision. And I believe that's true in the church.
You know, before we go, I mean, you whoop me at the skeet, whoop me.
Blind hog at an ankle.
Okay, then you did not miss a shot at explosive targets. Now you're gonna go out with a bang. I mean, you've already had a bang up day, but you're gonna go out with a bang. You're gonna shoot a watermelon.
All right.
You got a watermelon full of tannerite. It's gonna blow. So at 100 yards, you've been a top shot, dead shot all day long. Let's go out with a bang with this one, all right?
All right, let's see what we can do.
All right, let's do this. There you go.
All right.
There you go. Thanks, Bishop. It's been a great time here shooting the bull at Lead, Texas. It's been an honor.
Great time.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for watching this edition of Shooting the Bull here at Lead Ranch. I want to see you back next time for sure. But hey, check us out on all social media platforms. We got them all. Check us out below. If you want to check us out on the web, leadintexas.com. We want to see you here next time on Shooting the Bull at Lead Texas Ranch.